The Backrooms movie was actually the worst movie I've ever seen in my entire life. Absolute 0 out of 10. Worst movie theater experience I've ever had. I'm definitely not just saying this because a ton of other rage baiters are saying it. Yeah, stupid movie, poopy movie. Okay, I'm just kidding. Hey guys, so welcome back to the movie reviews. Today we are going to be looking at The Backrooms, released in 2026. So in the first movie, for most of the movie, our main character is Clark. Um, who runs a failing furniture store, and he's going to therapy with his therapist, who kind of becomes the main character at the end. Um, but then eventually Clark finds the back rooms in his store. He goes in there, kind of looks around a little bit, and Clark eventually becomes kind of obsessed with it. He literally starts just living in there. He brings two friends in there to try to help him explore, but then that kind of goes horribly wrong. Both of them die. And then Clark gets maybe kidnapped or something by this weird entity that we don't see yet. Um, and then the movie just kind of switches main characters a little bit. So then Clark's therapist, Mary Klein, um, she finds the back rooms, and then she eventually finds Clark too, and this is when we finally see the entity thing. We see that the monster thing is actually a copy of Clark. It's like a big, scarier version of him. And this thing literally just freaking kills Clark out of nowhere. The guy who you'd think is the main character just gets killed. He bites right into Clark. Bites right into his neck, and then you see him dragging him there in this footage here. Sorry, it's kind of low quality because this isn't out on streaming yet. So any videos I could find of this movie are just kind of recordings from theaters. So yeah, she manages to survive getting attacked by this thing, and then she's taken in by Meg, I think that's what it's called, or the async guys. Um, so yeah, she's taken in by these guys, and she's asked a couple questions, but then all of a sudden, we see that Mary has already been turned into some still life thing. It's I gotta admit, this ending is kind of confusing. I didn't really get it. Um, but I do think it just makes the backrooms carrier. Yep. Doesn't make it scarier, it makes it carrier. But yeah, I just think I just think that makes the backrooms more it makes it more creepy how you don't it's not really described that well. But it's just described really well. The way it's portrayed is really good. Probably my favorite part of the movie. So Clark describes it as this place that remembers buildings, or it remembers things about Earth and tries to copy them, but it's not really that good at it. So that's why it's off-putting. Um he even says that's why it looks like it was built by construction workers on acid. Also, apparently, the '90s look in this movie is perfect. According to people who are around in the '90s, which is not me, so I wouldn't really know 100%. But the '90s looks really cool. And apparently, it looks exactly like how the '90s really was. Even my mom said that when we went and saw this in the theater. So yeah, despite having kind of strange pacing and also a confusing ending, Um, that's really the only issues I have with this movie. It was really good. It's definitely in the top five movies I watched this year. Um, I don't like it as much as Spider-Man, Across and Into the Spider-Verse. Those movies, I watched those for basically the first time this year, and yet I would probably pick those movies a little bit over this one, but this one is still really good. I also still gotta watch Obsession. I still haven't seen that yet. But I will watch that and I will do a review on it. And all those people who were like saying that like this was the worst movie they've ever seen in a theater, is pretty silly and so obviously rage bait. And yeah, that was my review for Backrooms. All right, goodbye.